Hello there, welcome to another exploration video. I'm told we have an optometrist's testing kit here, a nice little mystery bounty for us to have a look at and try and interpret what everything's for. Oh, that looks marvellous. This optometrist is clearly well organised. On first glance they have a range of everything here. Maybe not complete in terms of testing, but they may have further equipment. Right, let's go for something that appears to be crinkly on this shelf here. This optometrist wants to use a brand new Spa Medica Occluder here. Very nice. So I'll use it to check visual acuity, perform a cover test. Added bonus of a scale here on the handle. And it's also on the reverse as well. Nice colour combination. It's a perfect first item to kick us off with. This caught my eye, this box of what appears to be contact lenses. We have daily Bosch & Lomb True UV blocking contact lenses here. Spherical. Now, I'm guessing the optometrist could use this to demonstrate contact lenses. They'll be within the blister packs in there. Or they could possibly place one in a patient's eye who is interested, so they can experience what it's like to have a lens in the eye. These are soft lenses. This is a lovely replica leather case. Beautiful stitch work there. Let's have a look what we have inside. Oh, there we go, Mr. and Mrs. Prism bar. First thing I notice is this nice red housing material. Not quite felt, not quite silk. Anyway, at the start of the show are the Prism bars. We have a horizontal one there, ranging from 1 prism diopter to 45, and we'll use this one vertically to check the horizontal deviation or Fourier amount. So for the right eye that would be base in for exo movements, and we use base out for ESO movements or deviations. And then we have our vertical prism bar here, which is used this way. Check our vertical deviations. So we have our base downs for our hyper deviations and base up for hypo deviations. It's a lovely little set, this. this is useful for any potential dispense of bifocal spectacles for the patient. Yeah, they have if you can see there, a blank here of a bifocal lens. What I'd assume is your distance portion and your near portion there. You look down the lens to focus close up. So that's really useful if you're discussing bifocals to the patient and they want to try them. You have a little blank demonstration there. Hopefully no fool would wear glasses this big. Right, let's have one from the top, please, Carol. We have a little information booklet from Shack. There's a guide to good eye health. That's going to encompass lifestyle, diet, etc. So first we have the common eye conditions. Cataract, yes, especially in our ageing populations. Dry eye is very common. Some people may get age-related macular degeneration, glaucoma and refractive errors. So, tips for maintaining good eye health: regular exams, hydration, healthy diet is important. Also avoiding smoking, excessive alcohol consumption added to that. I don't think that comes under irritants. So that's great for patient education. This could potentially be the company our optometrist is using for their certain types of coloured lenses. We have things from solid tints, fashion tints, mirrored coatings, transition lenses. Oh yes, there's our range of solid and graduated tints there. If you want to make some kind of statement, which most people seem to want to do these days, there you go. To our polarised lenses. Now, I can't recommend these enough. Polarised lenses. You have that little bit of enhancement in vision, slightly reduced glare, and slightly clearer vision in my opinion. Great for golfers and fishing, that kind of thing. And our lenses that react to UV, we have our transitions there. We're slowly increasing the range of colours available. I think it used to be just grey and brown. Those are the traditional two, probably still the most common. There's something a little bit new there for your perusal. Looks like Dr. Eric Berg. Let's go to our mystery item from Abdo College, or at least manufactured by Abdo College. It's very lightweight, it's very thin. What do you feel could be housed within this case? We have a little lens cloth there. It's a novel design. Who'd have thought lens cloths would be kept in such things? It's got something a little bit more technical here. It's not been put back in the protective casing. Looks like we have a K uncrowded vision chart, utilising the K pictures there. So you perform this at 33 centimetres, and it gives you the Snellen equivalent. I operate in metres here in the UK. In the US, you'll operate in feet. So it gives you the distance equivalent. Performing at 33, approximate near vision equivalent there. And hopefully on the other side we have smaller optotypes. So uncrowded, so just 2 images per row. That's all the way down to 6.6 or 20. We say 6.6 here in the UK. Or at least I'd like to think so. All the way down to N2.5. Now that's very small reading material. But visual function is key. So I'm cleaning up after this optometrist. So go for something a little bit more colourful. Now, if you have a patient with suspect Mears-Erland syndrome, so they're having problems with their near tasks such as strain, headaches, words moving, lines appearing to move, then initially you may want to try them with some coloured overlays. So these are good because they're on a white background. So you could place this over some text, or put the text between the two, and see if it provides any relief for the patient's reading. So colours, looks like we have our yellows through to our greens. Now to our violets, purples, to pinks. I guess it says that these are some of the common colours that can help people. Bright pink, lighter pink, and we have orange. We even have some text there to use. That's good. There you go, just goes over like that. Marvellous. Very useful. Looks like we have a multi-purpose ruler here. some images for fixation. They can be used for convergence or motility. This one I would use for a point of convergence. So just follow the dot, so the line potentially goes double, fixation cross. A little vision chart there. And some bodies of text here. As well obviously as your measuring scale there. Every optometrist needs some kind of measuring and fixation device. This one is hidden from us. We have some clip-on magnifiers there, so they'll go over the spectacles. And for close work tasks, it looks as though we have some plus lenses there for increased magnification. So that's another option to assist with your near tasks. Every good optometrist will need a good retinoscope and ophthalmoscope, so let's see what's in here. Right. As suspected, we have a pocket ophthalmoscope manufactured by Welsh Allen. It's very light, so I assume that there's no batteries inside. So that's to do with focus and lens power. I'll switch between our apertures. And it looks as though we have a green, so a red free and normal white light filters. If you want to hang that over your pocket, I wouldn't recommend that. And our on switch, that also acts as our brightness setting. That's beautiful. Now this one does have black felt and a black silky hood there. Looks like it's going into a coffin. We have our 6 metre vision chart here. Perfect for those domiciliary examinations. Not many letters on each row, just 1 to 3. This is useful in case you want to hang this on the wall in the patient's house. At ideally 6 metres this would be used out. Optometrist is very proactive. Right, if your patient is extremely sensitive to light, or they've had some kind of surgery, such as cataract surgery, and they have problems with their macula too. They may opt for a UV shield. So look at this side protection and top protection. This provides from sunlight, ultraviolet light. And these can be worn over your existing spectacles. Lovely. Another potentially crinkly item here from Spa Medica. So of course we have measuring scales. Now this U-shaped cutout can be slid under the patient's spectacles with the dummy lens in place, or without of course, and you can measure where you want the bifocal to sit, for example. Looks as though we also have a magnifier on this multi-purpose device. I can get into this near booklet. Yep, that's a magnifier. Perfect for those with conditions like macular degeneration who like to read. It's important that the patient can still do the things they enjoy. Of course that leads us to this near chart, complete with Amsler grid there. That's lovely. Print it all the way down to N5. Again, the habitual distance, it assumes is 33 centimetres. Because we have a handheld occluder here, also with pinhole vision function. So why not? Opposing eye and pinhole vision, please. That's a great little tool. Now our optometrist potentially has some free samples here for the patient, courtesy of the body doctor. Right, so we have a range of biodegradable wipes. So the first one is great for things or suitable use with conditions such as blepharitis, meibomian gland dysfunction, and dry eye disease. Similar to this one, but look, also Demodex, which isn't very nice. We don't really want any Demodex in your eyelids. I'll let you look that one up. Watery eyes, sensitive eyes, gunky eyes. Got a baby eyelid wipes there, little bambinos. And one more along the allergy lines there. So those little free samples from the body doctor. Right, and our final item is another ocular test. Again in crinkly packaging. Courtesy of MacuShield, we have the glare test. So adjacent to each number is a shape. So this is performed under a bright reading lamp with your near correction. You tilt the card to catch the light. You operate in a clockwise fashion. You try and say that each picture is next to the numbers, and then we give it a score. So I think that's it from this collection. It's been amazing. Kudos to our optometrist. Let's see if we can find any more of these for the future.